Some of you are about to go to sleep while severe thunderstorms are already tracking toward your house. Your phone needs to stay loud tonight. Your shelter plan needs to be ready. 3 systems, multiple regions, active threats right now. Let us get to it. The most urgent situation tonight is in the central United States. A squall line is pushing eastward through Oklahoma and southern Kansas at this hour, and it is moving fast. This line drives through Missouri, Arkansas, and western Tennessee through midnight Central Time. The Storm Prediction Center has elevated risk posted across that entire corridor, and the setup behind it earns that rating. Strong wind shear, deep Gulf moisture, and a sharp frontal boundary are converging to support individual supercell development ahead of the main line. Those discrete storms ahead of the squall are where the tornado risk lives tonight. Embedded tornadoes, large hail, and wind gusts reaching 70 miles per hour are all in play, strong enough to bring down trees and power lines across a wide path. Here is what makes tonight specifically dangerous. A tornado that forms at 11 o'clock at night looks exactly like any other dark sky to someone who is asleep. That is the threat with overnight severe weather setups. Radar is showing organized, consistent signals across eastern Oklahoma and the Tulsa metro right now. This is not scattered activity. This is a structured, fast-moving line with a clear eastward track. The peak window runs from 9 in the evening through 2 in the morning local time. If you are in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Springfield, Jonesboro, Little Rock, or Memphis, this line is heading toward your area tonight. Turn your alerts on. Identify your shelter. Do those 2 things right now. The cold front driving this system extends into the Texas Panhandle and is already crashing temperatures hard across West Texas. 55 degrees this afternoon. Upper 20s by Monday morning. Northwest winds at 30 to 45 miles per hour behind the front will push wind chills below freezing across the region. Dallas and Fort Worth see frontal passage between midnight and 3 in the morning. For anyone driving tonight between Amarillo and the DFW Metro, here is the specific risk. Temperatures can drop from 50 degrees to 30 in under 2 hours as that front crosses your route. One side of that boundary feels like early spring. The other side feels like the middle of January. Road surfaces that are dry ahead of the front can develop black ice quickly after passage as temperatures crash below freezing and any surface moisture freezes. If your route crosses that boundary tonight, know which side you are finishing on before you leave. Moving north, a completely different situation is already at full intensity across Wyoming, the Dakotas, and western Nebraska. Do not wait for this one. It is already there and it is not finished. Blizzard warnings are in effect and will hold through Monday morning. Sustained winds have reduced visibility to near zero across open stretches of Interstate 90 and Interstate 25. Wind chills across the Dakotas and northern Minnesota are sitting between -10 and -25 degrees right now. This is not a storm you drive into and adjust to. Blizzard conditions do not warn you. One moment the road is visible. The next moment it is gone, and the vehicle behind you does not know that yet. If you are in Rapid City, Cheyenne, Billings, or anywhere along those northern corridors, your roads are dangerous tonight and will stay that way. Vehicles that get stranded in these conditions face exposure risk that search and rescue cannot always reach in time. If travel is absolutely necessary, check conditions before leaving, share your route, and carry supplies you could survive on for several hours. Snowfall totals have been significant, 8 to 14 inches across western Montana and northern Idaho since Saturday night, 4 to 10 inches along the Colorado Front Range, with accumulation still building across Wyoming and western South Dakota as of this broadcast. Secondary routes may stay compromised well into Monday. Now to the East Coast, where a coastal low is developing off the Carolina shoreline right now and will become the dominant story for Monday morning across the entire Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. This system organizes quickly tonight and strengthens as it tracks northeastward. It pulls a broad band of moderate to heavy rain up the eastern seaboard through the overnight hours. Coastal North Carolina through Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, and southern New Jersey all see 1 to 2 inches of rain before Monday sunrise, with the heaviest rates falling between midnight and 5 in the morning. The primary concern across most of that corridor is not flooding. It is reduced visibility on wet roads during peak Monday travel hours. From Richmond northward, the morning commute will be slower and rain-affected. Budget extra time and keep your headlights on. The sharper issue sets up north of there. As cold air wraps around the back of this coastal system, it undercuts the rain shield across central Pennsylvania, the Lehigh Valley, and central New Jersey during the early morning hours. Rain transitions to freezing rain in that zone during the heart of the rush hour. A quarter to half an inch of ice is possible on bridges, overpasses, and untreated secondary roads. That is enough ice to make a vehicle completely uncontrollable on a bridge deck or an off-ramp. You do not need a major ice storm for serious accidents. A thin glaze in the dark at 6 in the morning is sufficient. Philadelphia and New York City sit right on the margin of this line. A track shift of 30 miles in either direction changes the outcome for both cities from cold rain to an icing event. That track is still adjusting tonight. Do not assume you know your outcome until you check a current forecast Monday morning before you leave. The margin is too close to guess. Interior New England draws a snow outcome from this same system. Burlington, northern New Hampshire, and interior Maine are tracking toward 4 to 8 inches through Monday afternoon. Above 2,000 feet in the White Mountains and Green Mountains, totals push toward a foot or more before the storm exits late Monday. The critical detail is timing. The heaviest snow falls during the morning commute, not before it. Roads will be accumulating while people are already driving on them. Conditions will be actively worsening during peak travel rather than set and stable. If you are heading north from Boston or Portland on Monday morning, leave early to get ahead of it or wait until after midday once the system clears. The afternoon will be significantly improved. Behind all of it, an Arctic air mass is staged for a hard push south through Monday into Tuesday. Kansas City is near 60 degrees right now. By Tuesday morning, it will likely sit in the low 20s. Nashville, Memphis, and St. Louis see a similar swing, close to 35 degrees in under 48 hours. Roads that are wet from Monday rain events will refreeze as that Arctic air arrives Tuesday morning, opening a second hazard window after the storms have already cleared. Exposed pipes become a real concern when temperatures fall that fast after a mild stretch. Check your plumbing Monday night if you are in that temperature crash zone. This cold push carries well into midweek and sets the stage for another round of hazardous conditions before the week is finished. Here is where things stand right now. Central and Mid-South tonight. Squall line with embedded tornado potential. Active and moving fast through midnight. Northern Plains and Rockies. Blizzard conditions ongoing. Roads are closed to dangerous. No travel. Mid-Atlantic Monday morning. Heavy rain from Richmond south. Freezing rain threat across interior Pennsylvania and central New Jersey, and a track margin that keeps Philadelphia and New York in play on both sides of the ice line until the system locks in overnight. Interior New England, 4 to 8 inches of snow falling during the Monday morning commute, not before it. Central Plains, Arctic air collapses temperatures 35 degrees by Tuesday morning with a refreeze risk behind Monday's rain. Turn your alerts on before you go to sleep tonight. Drop your location in the comments and we will tell you exactly what to watch for in your area. The Monday morning update posts as soon as the coastal track firms up and the ice zone comes into focus.